So, really quick one today. Got a couple of things in the mail just now, and I just wanted to go over them real quick and do some pack unboxings for Beyblade X. Here, first thing I want to talk about is this is just a hardware box on Amazon. We'll pull up the exact name of it just in case anyone's interested. So this was the Mix Power 34 compartment in yellow, and it was $19. And my hope is that this thing will be perfect for putting Beyblades into, because it has a ton of compartments, 3x3, and I severely need a place to actually put Beyblades. So let's find out. All kinds of random stuff in here. Well, first things first. Here is the Tyranno Beat from the multi-part pack thing. And it's super pretty. Unless I really decide I need this in my deck, I probably won't use this because it's just pristine. But I don't have a specific setup for it yet. Fitment wise, just a blade fits pretty nicely. Let's see, kind of a mid-size blade. This is Cobalt Dragoon with a 960 ratchet and rubber XL on it. And wow, it's not even sliding around, but it definitely closed. So it's just kind of like slightly holding it in. That's like perfect. All right. Okay. That's pretty good. So let's see. Hell's Hammer. This is, I believe, also from that same pack. It's also pretty. I probably won't battle with this either. And it's just got the, I forget what this is, Taper or Unite. And then 360? Yeah, 360. This is kind of tall. But it sits pretty much the exact same height. What about something a little tougher? Let's see. This guy's pretty tall. So this is Impact Drake. If I can focus on him. Yeah, but 770 and then level. Let's see, this might be a tall order. Let's find out. I mean, the good thing is that the box flexes. It's like super easy. But you can tell it's not gonna like mess up. With a bunch of them in there though, that might be tough. Because it is definitely too high. Like the other two, not a problem, but what I could do, obviously, as well, is keep them disassembled. Parts jiggle about though, and I don't love that. For that. You know what I could do? It's honestly wouldn't be a problem at all, really, is just the bit out. In fact, let's do that for all of these. I'm actually going to put this one over here. This guy maybe over here. Because the bit, I mean, it's plastic. It's not super heavy. It's not going to scratch the rest of it. It's not going to it does jiggle about, but you can kind of see them nice, so that makes this a much better storage and display solution. Yeah, I'm going to probably be sorting that out later. That's pretty good. So let's go on to the first of the Beyblade specific orders. Now, I got a simple black grip last time, and one of my main complaints with that one, and I'm not really sure if it was intended. In fact, I can pull it out and showcase it here. This is the black grip, and I actually took the Samurai Saber. I had one piece left over from Samurai Saber grip-wise. So this is running just that, and yeah, I don't know. It's certainly a lot better, even just with this one piece, because it just helps it feel better. The grip is a little nicer, and I think even if you were a kid or had smaller hands, that just even that one piece would help a lot. Not to mention, I mean, this looks cool, so I really do hope they sell some maybe more clear rubberized bits in the future. I mean, you could always look it up, get some, maybe even have them 3D printed through JLC PCB or whatever that other one is. Any of those 3D printing services that does really nice finished parts. You could do that, and it would still be completely tournament legal, to my understanding. The grip you can modify pretty much any way you'd like, for the most part. They don't really care about that. It's the launcher itself that has some restrictions on how you modify it. For the most part, I would say you want to keep it pretty stock. I think, if anything, you can add something to the grip here. I've seen in tournaments that people have that, and it seems to be allowed. So that's up to you to figure out. But yeah, standard black grip, not very enticing on its own, especially given that this was pretty much the same price. I'm trying to see if it's got the pricing here, but it's literally $13 on Amazon with Prime shipping, and that's certainly reasonable, cheap, but it's, as far as I can tell, it's an official Takara Tomy product. It has a really nice instruction sheet here. I can kind of show that off a little bit. If I can get the tape to come off here. And then you can kind of see that it's all in Japanese because it's a Takara Tomy specific. But it's showing the ripcord and string launchers there, and just kind of different ways to attach it and how you attach it. And the difference here, right, is that this and this, they're basically identical, save that this has all the parts that I would have at least expected this one to have as well. And it just didn't. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I got a defunct one that didn't have everything. Comparatively, though, to the Samurai Saber, the parts are just flat plastic, super rigid, not soft. And then this is rubberized. It's rubber. And I mean, comfort-wise, I would think the rubber is going to be a lot better for you. Certainly something to consider. Although, I mean, that doesn't mean this is bad at all. But definitely skimping on the quality a little bit for that one particular purpose. Overall, though, not bad. Even just right out of the box, I would say that's pretty good. There's a little like pull lever thing that's like spring-loaded, and that's what you do to load and unload the launcher. There we go. And yeah. Not too bad. Obviously, with the white white string or the cord thing, it's going to look a lot better. And this does not work with the little proto launchers. Very kind of cheap, very cheap ones that come with like the super starter packs. And these actually come with the arena too. You get a couple of these in black, I believe, for the Hasbro one, and then these I think came with you know, I don't recall what these came with, but let's just suffice to say they're not very good. Kind of keep them as spares or modify them. I think I might take the two that I have and use them as like a test launcher setup. But for like actually trying to do this stuff properly, you want either a string or another really good option. If you get like one of the starters like Silver Wolf or Dram Buster, you get this, which they actually call the Winder, which is it's just a ripcord, but it's got a much longer cord than the Protos. But I think, yeah, it's still compatible, but I still wouldn't use this one. I mean, chances are it'll do the same thing, and you can make a grip for this kind of thing. It's just this has more substance to it. It's a lot more stable and easier to hold on to, even just by itself. It's a lot easier to hold on to, and it's compatible with the grips. So it's by far it's a much better option. And I mean, the starters are around 20-ish bucks. So I mean, you're gonna stick with this, or you know, get a nice blade combo type thing and get a really good launcher too. And this is, I think, the extent of what you really need. The Samurai Saber ripcord is a little longer, but I mean, it's a fraction of an inch comparative to this cord, taking into consideration that just the contact area and how much it actually engages to a certain point. You might get a slight bump in velocity with the Samurai Saber one, because it is longer. My sisters have mine, so I don't know where that is, or I kind of compare it. And yeah, it's just a matter of your preferences and style, but you can absolutely go head to head. The Samurai Saber string launchers for sure. This would be the only one that, I mean, it's not a bearing at all. It's a captive screw type thing in there, and it has a lot of friction to contend with and instability. I mean, this thing just not good quality compared to like this. This does shake around a little bit too, but it's really not as unstable. It doesn't shake as much. This one is like a dinner plate. You can just kind of let foil around the table. Not great. And yeah, so that's one thing I got today. The other thing that isn't a random booster to open, which is coming in a second here, I got another one of these, because I think, aside from Soar Phoenix, which is like the $20 string launcher for Hasbro that you want to get, this guy, Keel Shark 360 low flat, this is one of the best stock combos that you can get. Absolutely, without a doubt. Because low flat, excuse me, oh man, almost sneezed. Low flat, while not, it's no low rush, it's no rush, but it is pretty comparable in performance, I would say. It's got the slightly higher set of gears than low rush and rush. Does it specify? It doesn't on here, but I'm sure the information is out there pretty easily available. Just focus up. 360 is obviously one of the most commonly used competitive ratchets. And then the blade itself, right? The blade itself is pretty much, it's pretty good weight. I wish I had a scale, but I don't at the time, to kind of show you exactly weight-wise compared to, say, Phoenix Wing and other high contenders. But it's got great weight, and it's got really, really aggressive points on it. I kind of don't want to open this up, is why I'm not tearing into it right now. I kind of want to just leave it as is because I don't need these parts yet. I just wanted to have an extra one on hand, and it kind of looks nice from the box for now. So yeah, I'm putting that right next to, I have one spare Phoenix Wing that I just kind of wanted to have on hand as well. Because, you know, if one of my friends starts talking to me about Beyblade, or that somehow comes up and they want to get into it, I could just literally grab one of the two of those and toss it over. And Phoenix Wing, probably the best single starter you can get. The ratchet and the blade are already amazing setups. I mean, obviously, for competitive, people go Phoenix Wing 160, which, you know, just like Dram Buster, 160 fits the shape really well, and it makes it more aggressive, slightly less stamina because it is a little off balance and off center, but it just makes it way more aggressive to the one point that you choose for attack. And then low flat, or no, low rush, because low rush is fast and aggressive, and the lower the blade is, the better chance of it just bursting your opponent, which is like, I think that's like the main goal at this point, is to go for burst. All right, so it is time to open up some random boxes. For this one, this is the Whale Wave Random Booster, as you can see. And I'm really hoping for the prize. It's a 1 in 3, depending on how many of these you really they put in there. You know, they could wait one of the 3 more. I'm not really sure, but I am taking a chance. But I really need that Elevate. That is kind of why I bought this, because it's cheaper than just outright buying the ones that have Elevate. It's kind of hard to come by right now. It's more expensive, more so. And yeah, while I'd be happy with any of these, because Whale Wave's pretty cool, I am going for the prize on this one. So, I don't know why it keeps going out of focus. Let's see. Let's see what I get. And I probably won't. I'm not going to keep this box, but it is nice that you can open these pretty easily, just with like one or two pieces of tape to go open. And yeah, so if I get the prize, I get the cyan, I guess you'd say, Whale Wave blade. And then it comes with 580, which is nice. I use 5 ratchets on a lot of my current ones. So much so that I actually did have to kind of go through it and figure out which ones I could switch to a different ratchet just for variety. Because five fits on so many of the blades. It fits Wizard Rod perfectly. It fits. You either see them geometrically fit, either 3 or a 5, or be super weird. And then the one ratchet fits on 3s really well. Oh, headphones turned off. Sorry. Anyway, and then elevate. Elevate, I really want just to see, because of course it's a meta build right now with Cobalt Dragoon, and elevate is like the thing. And I just want to see how that goes. Chances are it'll be kind of semi-restricted at some point because it is dominating the meta right now. So I guess we are going to see what I get. Put this code in here because I don't get to use those codes yet. I cannot get the app to work for the life of me. It's definitely a whale wave, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I know it. I know which one I got. You can tell from the bit, and I got really lucky. I can already tell you, I got really lucky. I've actually gotten super lucky on these. If I wasn't so horrible at actual gambling, I'd say I should go hit the machines, but I am terrible at gambling. I had a Vegas trip like last year, and it wasn't great. Just with the gambling, everything else was great. I lost like $200 because I wasn't gonna lose more than that. But yeah, I mean, you lose more than you win, and that's just a fact in Vegas. But yeah, I got the bit, and that is the biggest thing. But doesn't mean we can't look at the rest of it. But, so I am excited to see how it all fits together too. Right there. Here's our 580 ratchet. Really pretty, deep blue, almost black on the external part. Really dark, really rich, really pretty. The Beyblade X bays are super pretty. And here it is. Yeah, the plastic is a teal-ish green. That is really pretty. That is really pretty. Kind of flip them around so you can see them upright. Yeah, I love that. I swear I'm just buying the Amazon packs, and I have gotten pretty much everything I was hoping for. I've gotten one, and I think it was an eBay pull that I got the one that I didn't really want. Overall though, like Beyblade packs have been treating me real well. So yeah, I've got Elevate. Let's let's pull out Cobalt Dragoon and just see what it looks like on there. Yeah, I'm on there. There we go. There we go. And then I would imagine that Whale Wave would go really well with like Hexa or any other good stamina or defense bit. It's just a big beefy blade, And the 5 ratchet, let's see, real quick here. You kind of see what I mean. Oh yeah, it's pretty much just like Wizard Rod, where you have the 5 points, 5 screws. Base it on the screws, unless there's some real specific, like Unicorn Sting has some metal weight differences that you might want to consider that you don't really see just from looking at it, you got to kind of dig deep on that one. But this one, any geometrically uniform, weight equal distributed type of blade, you can pretty much rely on it being pretty even based on the screws. And so you can just line it up, lock it in. Sometimes if they don't line up super well one way, they'll line up better another way. And it's personal preference and testing that'll get you where you need to go with that. But yeah, super pretty. Real quick here, let's do, I'll just use this one because I don't really want to spin it too hard, but yeah, it's a menace. Very nice. Already out of the camera. And yeah, and that right there is one of the big reasons it's so good, is it has life after death. Insane, just because of the way the bit is. So this, ratchet wise, I'll have to kind of look into it. Dropped over it, so I'll have to kind of see what people are using for ratchet. But I've got a 960 on there right now. Elevate, Cobalt Dragoon. And I really do think they're probably going to do something to address that, because it is super meta right now. And I mean, it's good, but I haven't seen it be so good. Well, the numbers speak for themselves, and there are tournament statistics that I've seen that do say that this is above average, if not slightly overpowered. Just Elevate Cobalt is kind of nuts. Real quick here, just kind of see. I mean, yeah, it's pretty normal. That wasn't a hard pull or anything. I think the biggest things going for it is the life after death and how it moves on the extreme rail. Those are kind of the biggest factors into why it's so good right now. And yeah, that's Cobalt Dragoon Elevate. Nice. Now, there is one other booster, because I just couldn't help myself. I mean, we've gotten the Unicorn Sting, we've gotten the Green Wizard Rod, and we've gotten the Blue Phoenix. All that's left, the only thing I'd like, I mean, the prize would be nice, but I've already looked out with this. I'm not gonna push my luck too much. But there is a yellow black shell, and there is a Viper's Fang, Viper's Tail. I think Viper's Tail. I think it's called. And it's all in Japanese back here. The only one that they actually list the name of is Black Shell. So yeah, let's see what I get. Wiping debris out. Let's go gambling. Oh dang it! Oh dang it! Oh dang it! It's a cardboard box! Who would have known? But yeah, I mean, I've been so lucky, and I mean, I'll probably pick up more future boosters, but I just don't, I don't super need anymore at the moment. This was just for fun. And the Whale Wave was one I was hoping I'd get that on. And I got very lucky to get that. Oh god, it's just falling apart. They put a lot of pieces of box in here. I did not like cut these off. These are already pre-cut. And then they attach the bags to the tape. and I'm not really sure what this is. Based off the bit, I did feel the bit a little bit. And I don't know. Because if we go back to the box real quick here, it will tell me. A lot of debris there. I think it's dot. Yeah. The prize black shell has dot and 460, which, you know, 460 is fine. I actually do have a couple of mine that have 460 on them. Just cause why not, right? If it's a blade with 4 screws and it's geometrically equally distributed and it's, you know, it's very 4 oriented, I'm gonna put a 4 blade on there, even though everyone would say, like, you know, 3s or 5s, 0, you know, if that becomes a little more widely available, would probably be a good choice in a lot of ways. I don't know what this is, and like, I see part of it, but it's still not open enough that I can pull it out. So I will do the full reveal right now. I think this is Wizard Rod. I got another green Wizard Rod. Which I'm not upset about. I love Wizard Rod. My fellow Americans, Wizard Rod is the most patriotic of Beyblades. And then, oh yeah, it's actually really good to get this one anyway, because it comes with a couple of really good parts. And I'm not sure why they put it on Wizard Rod, but it works surprisingly well on Wizard Rod. You get a 160 ratchet, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Low Rush. And I actually kind of lost my green Low Rush, or maybe this is regular Rush. I can't look at the box because it won't tell me exactly what it is. I really was hoping for Black Shell, but objectively, this is a much better blade to get out of the box. Even if I already have it, it's still, it's nice that it's weighted towards this blade, because this is a great pickup. Like, if you don't have a lot of blades, maybe you haven't picked up Wizard Rod yet, and you're not sure if you're going to, but you would like to see how it performs. This setup on it out of the box is probably one of the most aggressive and competitive ways to play Wizard Rod, and it's really nice. It's a beast. Wizard Rod is just overpowered, which is why it's semi-restricted. But I mean, if you're confident that you can win, you know, round after round, then you might just decide to use it anyway. Until they make it so that you just can't. It's a really good option, and this is one of the best setups for it. That being said, this also pairs really well with the. It's super not good looking on like the regular Phoenix Wing, but if you get the blue one out of the pack, watch. Split mine out here. Right now I've got blue Low Rush on it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Real quick, I'm gonna eye to eye these. It's such a small difference, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Low Rush and this is regular Rush. And I mean, realistically, same difference for the most part. But out of the box, this is probably one of the best setups you can run, because the shape works for the one ratchet so much better. This is still so competitive too. Like, head to head, I'm not really even sure. I think the aggressive like points of contact would win out more often than not, but this would still make a really strong contender. Yeah, it's just buy. What is it? Yeah, right. Buy the BX35 Random Booster Volume 4. You get amazing bits. You get amazing looking bays out of it. I'll probably end up picking up another one sometime. And that's pretty much it. I got super lucky. I got Elevate. I got a second green Wizard Rod. I can't complain. And yeah, I hope that was fun. Thank you everyone who watches, and have a good one.